A three-masted sailing ship has left London for an extraordinary voyage after a brief stay in port. The trip started in Sweden and will end in China with stops along the way. The Götheborg is powered only by the tide and wind. It sails by the skill of her crew. Ramy Inocencio went on board.
With cannon booms cracking the air, the world's biggest wooden seafaring ship makes itself known. A 21st century replica of an 18th century trading galleon that sailed to China for the Swedish East India Company, bringing tea and porcelain back to the West. The ship is now retracing that journey to the East. On its port of call to London this week, we met the captain.
It was very nice to sail with you.
And volunteer crew from around the world. And stepped back in time to a sailor's life of masts, riggings, cannons, and pirates.
I just killed him.
And this is a cool but admittedly somewhat terrifying point of view from above the ship. We're about 80 feet up on this platform from where the sails are unfurled, but it goes even higher, 160 feet up, and I'm told that on a clear day on the high seas, you can see up to 35 miles away.
When you look around this ship, it's first you think, wow.
Dylan Wickstrom from San Diego is the only American crew member on this leg of the journey. He's sailed with the Götheborg several times since he first laid eyes on it a decade ago.
Everyone is working together to keep the ship moving forward. Eating, sleeping, playing, laughing, crying, bleeding together, you know?
It's a labor of love for the crew, many of whom switch out at each port.
Now it's time to say goodbye again.
With future stops in Lisbon, Athens, Singapore, Hong Kong, and then finally Shanghai. Stefan Bjork owns the Götheborg. China these days, in the eyes of much of the West, is seen as something to be reckoned with.
Maybe we can be a peace broker. I'm the feeling that the trade is uniting people. You have to be close to your friends here, whether it's black or white or yellow, or if you're Christian or if you're whatever, I mean. You have to be close together. So I think SHIP is a very good project for putting people together.
The Götheborg and its message of community and connectedness is scheduled to arrive in China in the fall of 2023. For CBS Saturday Morning, Ramy Inocencio, London.
That thing is huge. It's amazing it can even, like, float on the Thames.
That's a long trip.
I was just thinking that's a really long trip.
It doesn't arrive in China until fall of 2023.
A lot of stops
People are trying to get away. You know what I'm saying?
That is getting away from
You're working while you're away, yeah.